I've been working at Sunrise Coffee for 3 years now, and I can tell you exactly what most of my regulars will order before they even reach the counter. There's Margaret, who gets a medium dark roast with 2 sugars every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:47 a.m. There's James, the construction worker who orders a large black coffee and a blueberry muffin at 6:15 sharp, Monday through Friday. And then there's him. I don't know his real name. His credit card just says D. Chen, but I think of him as the Tuesday man because he only comes in on Tuesdays, always at 8:23 a.m. I know because I started checking the clock after the first few weeks. When he first started coming in last spring, he ordered a large cappuccino with an extra shot and a chocolate croissant. He was wearing a navy blue suit that looked expensive, and he had this confident way of speaking, clear, direct, like someone used to being listened to. He'd check his phone while waiting, always typing something important looking. The cappuccino and croissant routine lasted about 6 weeks. Then one Tuesday in May, he ordered just a medium coffee, black. No croissant. I almost asked if he was sure, but something in his expression stopped me. His suit was the same, but his shoulders seemed a little lower. By June, the suit was gone, replaced by khakis and polo shirts. Still the medium coffee, black. But he started lingering. Instead of grabbing his drink and rushing out, he'd sit at the corner table by the window, staring out at the street. Sometimes he'd pull out a notebook and write something, but mostly he just sat there. Well, I brought a change I didn't expect. He ordered a small decaf, and a banana. When I handed him the cup, I noticed his hands were shaking slightly. He caught me looking and gave me this weak smile. Trying to cut back on caffeine, he said. It was the first time he'd spoken to me about anything other than his order. August was rough. Some Tuesdays he looked like he hadn't slept. He'd order herbal tea, chamomile usually, and sometimes he wouldn't even drink it. He'd just hold the warm cup in his hands and stare at nothing. I wanted to say something, but what do you say to a stranger whose life is clearly falling apart? Then September came, and he missed 3 Tuesdays in a row. I found myself looking for him at 8:23, feeling oddly worried about someone I didn't even really know. When he finally came back, he looked different. Thinner, but somehow more present. He ordered a small coffee with milk and asked if we had any job applications. Are you looking for work? I asked, trying to sound casual, trying to figure out what comes next, he said. Thought I might start with something simple. I gave him an application, and he filled it out right there at his usual table. Under previous experience, he wrote corporate lawyer, 15 years. Under why do you want to work here? He wrote to remember what it feels like to make someone's day a little better. We didn't hire him, we weren't hiring anyone then, but something shifted. He kept coming in, kept ordering his small coffee with milk, but now he'd nod at other customers, sometimes help elderly people with their chairs. He started bringing a different book each week. October through December, I watched him slowly rebuild himself. The handshake steadied. The smile became real. He started ordering pastries again, nothing fancy, just a simple butter croissant. And he began talking to me, not just polite coffee shop talk, but real conversation. You know, he said one Tuesday in December, I used to think routine was a trap. Same coffee, same schedule, same everything. But now I think routine might be the thing that saves us. How so? I asked, genuinely curious. It gives us a place to return to while everything else changes. This counter, Tuesday mornings, your friendly face, it's been the one constant while my whole world fell apart and came back together. That's when I realized something I'd never thought about before. All these regulars, all these predictable orders, maybe they weren't just buying coffee. Maybe they were buying a few minutes of stability, a small piece of certainty in an uncertain world. Today, D. Chen ordered a medium cappuccino with an extra shot and a chocolate croissant. Full circle, I thought, as I handed him his drink. But then he surprised me. I got a new job, he said. Start Monday. Won't be able to make it Tuesdays anymore. I felt something sink in my chest. "Congratulations," I said, and meant it. "But I was wondering," he continued, "if I could switch to Saturday mornings instead. I've gotten used to having a place to go." "You know," I smiled. "Same time? 8:23. Actually," he said, "let's make it 8:30. I'm learning to be a little less rigid about time." As he walked to his corner table, I realized I just witnessed something beautiful. Not just one man's journey through whatever crisis had reshaped his life, but the quiet way we all lean on each other without even knowing it. How a simple coffee order can be an anchor, and how the smallest acts of showing up can carry us through. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'll miss looking for him at 8:23. But Saturday will come, and he'll be here at 8:30, and I'll be ready with his cappuccino and croissant. Because sometimes, the most important thing we can do is simply be there, cup after cup, Tuesday after Tuesday, until the world makes sense again.